What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about NIO. Give you a quick overview of some of the data points, latest in NIO updates, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So NIO is down 1.19% pre-market. Nothing substantial, so no crazy news, no speculative news or anything linking to that. In addition, no SEC filing. So it is kind of just piggybacking off the broader market. You also do have shorts increasing slightly this morning. And for those of you that kind of have been watching my videos, analyzing this pre-market is usually a good indication of what could potentially happen during the trading day. So again, do with that information what you will, but going into today, 11.73% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 156.72 million shares overall are being shorted. So there's been a lot of interesting updates. So this just came out right here. So Trump does state that he's going to be announcing some tariffs at 1 p.m. Doesn't really clarify who. Most likely that is going to be the EU, but you never know. It's kind of like Russian roulette a little bit, so that could definitely cause some disruption in the broader market. Aside from that, that's pretty much it that's really been coming out. There's the latest in 13Fs, so it just came out after hours yesterday. So Citigroup did reduce their overall common stock by 28% in Q4, although they did increase their actual call options by 666%. They have right now 1.1 million. So that is very optimistic if you ask me. But then again, what do I know? Aside from that, though, I've already brought up about JP Morgan and others in yesterday's video, so no real updates for that. A lot of people seem to be buzzing over this. So these are all the transactions that did occur on the dark pool. So this one stands out right here. Huge buys. Negative side about dark pool, it's really hard to tell what was buys and what was sells, but essentially this level, it's most likely buying that is occurring. It does show the price, so it caused it to go higher, so $4.20 to $4.21, so even further signifying that it was a buy. So you have multiple 5 million share transactions and then 4.1, so very impressive stuff. I feel like there is a big entity that is trying to get into EVs, because I had a comment on my video yesterday saying, hey, someone bought X amount of shares, and I'm like, oh, you mean Lucid? I did not know this happened with NIO, because if we pop over to Lucid, which I have a dedicated channel for that, exact same type of scenario happened. So someone is buying both Lucid as well as NIO, and similarly you can tell with Lucid, stock price went up from 285 to 287. So someone is buying EVs out there. And somehow there's some correlation between Lucid and, let's say, NIO. For instance, other EVs this didn't necessarily happen for. So yeah, I don't know. There is some correlation happening. I'm just not really sure who. Potentially it could be maybe the PIF. PIF is a big holder of Lucid, and maybe they want to venture out into, let's say, through NIO or something like that. Some people have also speculated, because I posted this for Lucid online, a lot of people are saying SoftBank, which it kind of makes sense. SoftBank did have Cruise. They sold that to GM, so they are kind of familiar with the EV sector for the most part. So maybe this is how you have that correlation, but nonetheless, a lot of people are buzzing over that information. So let me know your viewpoint on that in the comments below. Aside from all that fun stuff and shorts increasing and everything else, looking at options, the consensus is for this week for it to be roughly around that 450. So very nice recovery in that regard. And then you had this that was done after hours yesterday, or not after hours, but near the tail end, and there was a good consensus for it to be above roughly that $5 range for the week ending May 16th, 2025. So pretty good stuff with it right now at $4.15. It is right above this S1, so watch for 413 to be that strong kind of support level. 428 is going to be that next strong target / resistance point. And while I'm actually on IBKR, I want to go over this, because I similarly did get some comments about JP Morgan. And so actually, on a side note, looks like a new rating just came in as well, $5. Bank of America, Ming, who has a 37% success rating. So pretty good stuff. That just was posted, because I actually pulled this up prior to the video and I didn't have that, so that's kind of a good thing. But a lot of people were kind of pointing that JP Morgan, Nick, who has a 46% success rating, did downgrade obviously NIO, and then at the same time, based on this, they did increase their position by 65%. Just wanted to break it down that 13 Fs did occur during Q4. All of this is delayed information, so it's not as though JP Morgan on February the 12th increase their position tenfold. That's not the case. It's delayed. So I just wanted to kind of break that down and go over that, but nonetheless, that's kind of cool. A new analyst rating did come out. Aside from that though, on the actual chart itself, it is below all the key pivotal moving averages. So $4.21 is going to be that next kind of pivot point as well, because that's the ALMA, and as well as $4.41, that is that 50-day moving average. So not really much to talk on for the technicals. I've already gone over a lot of the support and resistance points that you need to kind of pay attention to. So let me know your viewpoint on NIO. What is your general thoughts, for instance, on everything that I kind of talked on? What is your speculative thoughts on NIO? Someone buying NIO like crazy, as well as Lucid behind the scenes. So let me know your viewpoint. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, if you're looking for kick-ass buy signals, pop over to my Patreon. I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.